Well, after a series of sold-out shows in Studio Tenn's 2023-2024 season, the Million Dollar Quartet is back, this time to ring in the holiday season.
That's right. Set on the night of December 4th, 1956. The show tells the story of a night in music history where some of your favorite music legends wrote a slew of your favorite hits. And we're here with Greg and Kurt, also known as Johnny and Carl. Welcome in, guys.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having us.
Yeah, tough shoes to fill, I'd say.
Yeah, kind of icons, if you will, especially being Johnny Cash in Nashville. There's a big old museum to him right downtown, so it's a little nerve-wracking to fill those shoes, for sure.
Not as many people know who Carl Perkins is, so there's a little bit less pressure, but pressure nonetheless.
Right.
Well, I'm glad you're teaching them.
Yes, exactly. Well, and for those who haven't seen the show, it is quite a musical event, really based on history. So give us an overview.
Well, on December 4th, 1956, Sam Phillips, record producer of Sun Studios, was actually in the studio with Carl Perkins recording song Matchbox when there was intervening of sorts. Elvis came by, Jerry Lee Lewis was playing piano on the session, Johnny Cash came by later, and it turned into kind of a jam session, and from that it became kind of a music history moment.
Yeah.
And someone was smart enough to push record, and there's an actual recording of that night. The Million Dollar Quartet sessions is what they called it, and you can hear it. A lot of that is just them sort of joking around and laughing, and you hear them talking a lot, and then you hear clips of songs that we've done in the first version of the show and stuff. And this is basically if the night were to continue from that, what you might have heard that night, basically.
Right.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
Okay, I was curious. We saw the classic photo there. I know a lot of hit songs were created, but what's interesting about this story to me is that it wasn't, they didn't come out in the U.S. rather than for decades after it was recorded, right? It was like 1981, I think. Something,
I don't know the exact, I forget the exact date. But yes, it was kind of lost to history for a while, and then and people started, I guess, listening to it, and they sort of recovered it and then realized, like, oh, this is a much bigger deal than we thought it was at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
right, awesome.
I love that old photo. I just can't get enough of it. Okay, so what was it like to bring these characters, these roles to life here in Music City? Like we said, you're filling big shoes.
Yeah.
Right.
It kind of a dream come true, to be honest. Right here in Johnny Cash's backyard. You know, he left Memphis to come to Nashville, and that's talked about in the show. Specifically in the first one, Million Dollar Quartet, but they reference that multiple times in the sequel, and they kind of know that Carl and Johnny Cash are moving on to Columbia Records, and the night deals with that a little bit, but doing it right here in Music City where he was moving on to is kind of surreal.
Yeah, we've done the show multiple times over the years, and we've done it on a cruise ship, we've done it at various regional theaters, and so to do it in Nashville, it's a much different experience because the people who come to see the show actually have a legit connection to the music. You're not doing it in some rural town where like no one's ever been connected to it, and so there's a little bit added pressure of like when I'm playing guitar for people, there could be someone in the audience who might have known these people or played with them or
wrote the song.
Yeah, exactly. And so there's a much more direct connection to the history.
That's cool.
All right, for those who may have seen this show in the past, how do you incorporate the holiday theme? How is this a holiday show?
Well, they talk about in the show, one of the things that everyone does during the holidays is kind of take a personal inventory of where their lives are. It seems like everyone just seems to do that. And so the writer took that with the icons, like what might they be thinking through the holidays and taking you into their pasts and what their holidays were like growing up. It may not surprise you that a lot of artists probably had a similar humble upbringing, especially in these times with these characters, and they all kind of bond over that. And it talks about the family you're born with, but also the holidays are spent with the family you find along the way and your found family.
Sounds like a musical history journey.
Absolutely. Yeah, because a lot of these characters, sometimes their fame might have separated them from their fans, and so a lot of the family are the people that they came up with. And so that's something that's explored.
Well, you will be getting down, I tell you what. Thank you guys so much. Yes. That was me in the crowd last night.
Love it. You guys get your tickets now. The show runs through December 29th. You can catch Million Dollar Quartet Christmas at Turner Theater in the Factory at Franklin.